Happy Friday, flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. So I am here with an Evertote shop update for you today. We have got all kinds of Halloween things in the shop ready to go. I've taken a few fun little clips of video around the workshop this morning that I will have already shared at the beginning so that you could meet the team here. The only person I missed 3 people this morning because they weren't here. My friend Julie works here, winding floss, helping with packing and shipping, just general all around everything that needs doing. We have another floss winder, her name is Erica. She wasn't in this morning. And then there is Leah as well, who's general help, floss winding, packaging, things like that. Those of you who were at Stitch North this spring, you will have met Leah there. Everybody else I managed to catch. They were all such good sports this morning. And yeah, it's a full house, almost full house today. Everybody is hard at work. So let me give you a quick rundown on what we've got available for Halloween, because we've got some new bags in the shop as of last night. And I'm not normally a Halloween stitcher, but I found myself really drawn to this fabric. It was a little bit different than anything I'd had in the shop, and I loved it. I loved it. So Carrie saw the fabric and she said, you know, I could do a floss pack. I could do some blues and some gold and that would match that. And I think she nailed it. I've done a little floss peek at the more closely at the floss that we have available. There's 2 floss packs, a pack of 6 and a pack of 4. And I'll show, again, I'll pop that little clip in a minute or two. That floss is still in big hank form. It needs to be wound down. So we'll have better photos next week once all of that floss has been wound and ready to go. We only have 1 hank of each, which means we're only going to have 70 floss packs of each. And that's it. Then it'll be gone. You ready for the bags? So this is the fabric and this is the bag put together. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? These houses are so fun, and my favorite part are the black cats. Look at that. Now, I believe, and this is what's really funny, is that the last time I had Halloween fabric in the shop was 2 years ago when I did a collaboration with Bart Dunn, Park Hopper Bart, and he designed the Black Cats and Spooky Bats chart. And it went with a bag set that had a black cat on it and a moon, and the accent was yellow, maybe a little bit of orange. Well, believe it or not, this is the same. These prints were in that same collection, but they were in orange colorway. And I wasn't drawn to the houses in the orange colorway. So the fabric line is called Hocus Pocus, and I believe it's put out by Northcott. And so this colorway had those same black cats, the same print that I put out 2 years ago that had the black background. Now it has the blue background, but I didn't want to do the same fabric, but the houses from that Hocus Pocus line totally drew my attention. And so the accent is this beautiful spark. It's not sparkly, it's not a metallic, but like the night sky. And then look at the little black cats tucked in and amongst the windows. My favorite one is this one who's walking along the roof line. Isn't that great? So we have this print available in a medium flat bag and a large flat bag. The medium flat fits an 8x11 Q-snap, as well as, you know, lots of other stuff, charts, floss packs, snacks, you name it. And the large fits an 8x11 Q-snap. The lining is a clean, crisp white cotton, which is generally one of my favorite linings to use in project bags, because you can see all of your stuff all the way to the bottom of the bag. So the flat bags we have in both sizes. All of the inventory that's in the shop is everything that I have. There won't be more of these once they're gone. The Notions pouch that comes with those bags, is this. So that's the set. You get the large bag and the notions pouch together. I love this fabric, it's so fun. So we only have 6 of these, this particular wedge tote here. So the wedge tote is the style of bag that has the boxed bottom. So it'll sit flat on a table and it has a strap as well. So we paired this with a black twill that's on the bottom. So it's a slightly heavier weight twill, houses on top, the strap is made of the same fabric, and then the same white lining. But this one has the blue notions pouch. We only have 6 of these. The other wedge tote that we did, I need one of these, was this one with the words. I love this. I love both of them. It's a hard choice, but there are so many amazing self-striping Halloween sock sets. So I think that I need to find myself one, and I need this bag. These also fit 8x8 Q-snaps. And of course with the box bottom, you can fit the little floss boxes if you're a bobbinator and you bobbinate your floss to go with your projects. Those smaller boxes will also fit in there. Yeah, this one also comes with the blue notions pouch. So those are our new bags. Those are the new bags. They are in the shop now. Now the processing time for our bags is about 2 to 3 weeks. So if you order a bag, some of them we might be a little quicker than that, but if we have a big influx of orders all at the same time, it can take us a little bit of time to process them. We don't make everything all at once and then list them to sell, because we might not sell all of them. So it's a better use of our time to get them to a stage where everything is cut and pieced and zippers are put in, and then once they sell, the final step in the bag making process is then done. So the floss packs, as you can see, you'll see from the next video clip that I've done, the set of 6 flosses carry directly to, like she took it directly from the colors in this fabric. She took a strip of this fabric downstairs and then she dyed the flosses to match this bag. They're so pretty. I'm really excited to see them carded up because I think the variegation on those blues is going to be beautiful. And there's a super creamy, I can't remember the name. You'll see it in the set of 6. It's the lightest floss, and I'm hoping that we can get that one into the regular catalog because it's just a beautiful like rich cream color, and I think it's really beautiful. Okay, so I thought I would show you the Halloween charts that we have in the shop because they're fun. Now the first one, Kitchen Witch. This is a chart. I only have this available as a PDF. I don't carry paper copies of this. I sell this chart from my friend Michelle, who is Sterling Stitches, and she designed this last year. And I think it's just a natural Zweigart linen that she's put it on, like a cream Zweigart. We have a fabric in the shop called Applesauce, which this chart looks amazing on. So if you're looking for fabric that's got some modeling, light modeling on it, but it's sort of that sort of light yellowish applesaucey kind of color, it's called Applesauce. And I think we have 28 count and 32 count. I don't think we have anything higher than that. It's kind of the perfect count for this style of chart. Do you know what I mean? It would be perfect smaller too, but I don't know. When I see these charts, I like to see them, you know. Carrie wants to stitch this and put it on her door to the dye studio because Daniel keeps calling her dye studio the witch kitchen. So there is a Roxy Floss Co floss pack that is available for this chart, and it's fantastic. The other one, of course, I mentioned Bart's chart, the Black Cats and Spooky Bats. Now mine isn't finished, but it is currently in my stitching rotation. So I will be finished this one this year. here's where I'm at so far. So my fabric is the one I'm stitching mine on is a Picture This Plus fabric, 28 count, called Cyprium. And I've pulled a few one-of-a-kind Roxy Floss Co linens that I've had that I think would be perfect for this chart. I've only got 3 of them. They're quarter yard, or 4, if I got 4. I think I've got 4. So they're quarter yard cuts. They're a little bit darker than what mine is on, but let me show you. So these are going to be put together as kits. You're not going to have to buy the linen and the floss separately. This will be put together as a, what's the section called? Caroline's Curated Kits or something like that. There's a drop-down menu in the shop, and you'll see there's a Curated Kits section right in the shop, and if you open that up, then you can find all the spots where I've chosen the linen and the floss and the chart and put them all together in a kit. So this is one of the pieces. Now obviously you don't need a quarter yard. The quarter yard is going to be too big for your chart, but this is just the cut size that we have. So each kit will come with a quarter yard of fabric. There. Isn't that great? And here's my floss pack on it. I know. I've stitched so much, my floss is almost done, and I was using seconds of floss, so I didn't have full skeins to begin with. There's the yellow on there, so you can see. Hannah will have a picture on the website that'll give you a better idea, but I think it's a great combo. And so I have, they're all a little bit different, but they're all sort of the same tone. You can see that. This one's a little darker, but still it's got the same nice modeling in the piece. Open this one up. So that's one. This is the other one that I didn't open up. And then the fourth and last one there. So I've only got 4 pieces. They're all 28 count, and I think that they're a perfect match for the Black Cats chart. Ooh, look at that. Look at this side. Okay, so that's Black Cats and Spooky Bats. I don't have paper copies of that chart. It is only available as a PDF. You will receive a link to the direct download when you purchase the chart. And next we have Witch. I love this chart. And again, just like my Black Cats and Spooky Bats, I've pulled this one out. It's time to start Halloween stitching, fall stitching. Christmas stitching I can do year round. Winter, holiday, like wintry stuff I can do year round. But Halloween stitching, I only kind of want to start to think about like now, and I'll do it for a couple of months and then I'll put it away, which is probably why it's taken me 2 years to do these smaller charts. So this is mine. This is my Witch. And this was a one-of-a-kind linen that we had early last year, like early in 2022. I don't have any more of this, and I don't have anything like it, but I do have something that this chart would look amazing on. So this is I've got 2 options for you, and these are both going to be kitted up in the shop as a full kit with a quarter yard of linen, the Vampish floss needed to stitch. Mine is stitched with Vampish. It's a beautiful, super dark black purple. There's a purple undertone to it that you only pick it up when you're stitching with it, or obviously if you compare it to a true black, you'll really see it. But it's one of my favorite black flosses when I want to stitch something like this. I have two options. One's a lighter option and one is a darker option. So the lighter option is probably, it's lighter than mine. So this is it. And you can see if I open it up, looks like that. So it's a little bit lighter than my darker yellow, but here's Vampish, which, excuse me, is also used in the Black Cats chart. That's Vampish on it. So it's really gonna pop. So I have 3/4 of this 28 count. So we'll have 3 of those kitted up for you. Or if you prefer a darker linen, I have 3/4 of this. Isn't that beautiful? So they're all sort of variations on a theme. The 3 different pieces look similar to this. And here's Vampish on that. So you can see it's gonna be a little bit darker, but it's gonna be gorgeous in that. So in total, we will have 6 kits kitted up for you for which. 3 darker, 3 lighter, but only 28 count. Hannah's checking our bin of one-of-a-kinds downstairs to see if we can pull out anything else. And if we do, we'll pop them in the curated kit selection, and you'll see a photo of what it is put together. Okay. The other chart, and this one is so fun. Wait until you see this. And this is the last one I've got to share with you today. Michelle Bendy Stitches, her Haunted Mansion. She did a Roxy Floss Co conversion of her chart, and she had a model stitcher stitch it. And then I met her, well, I had met her before, but she came to Stitch North this past spring, and she brought me the shop models that she has completed that use Roxy Floss Co so that I could share them with you. So I have the model for the Haunted Mansion done with the Roxy Floss Co floss. I don't know what the linen is. I suspect she's probably got the model information in her chart. We do also carry PDF versions of this chart. So we have the PDF of the chart as well as floss packs for this. If you're looking for a linen that you want to use a Roxy Floss Co linen, the closest that we would have to this at the moment would be Catnap, but Catnap doesn't have as much of a purple undertone to it. It's a gray with some of the quarters will hit with a slight green undertone, and some of them will have a slight purple undertone, but not as much as this. Isn't that fun? So at the moment, I only have 2 floss packs available currently ready to ship because I've had to ask Carrie to dye more of this floss that's in the moon. That one right there. It's called Limelight. And you can see it's a variegated green yellow. It's used in the moon as well as the windows and beside the door in the house. I only have 2 skeins of that left. So it's kind of an important color in this chart. So at the moment I've got 2 skeins. I have asked Carrie to dye me another hank. So we're going to keep the inventory in the shop, but once those 2 are gone, it might take us maybe another extra week to get an order out to you if you ordered the floss pack, because it needs to be dyed. So Haunted Mansion by Bendy Stitchy. How fun is that? So there you have it. Halloween shop update for Evertote. And this was really, really fun. And I'm kind of glad that I did it this year. Like normally I'm like, oh, I'm not sure we'll do Halloween because we're so heavily invested as a workplace in the holiday countdown. And so to put together a Halloween collection is well, I thought it might be a bit too much, but in fact, everything is ticking along quite well, and the fabric fell into place. The cotton fabric for the bags fell into place, and we already had these other charts, and then we had these one-of-a-kind pieces of linen. I'm like, ooh, that'll look good with that, and this will work with that, and you know, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Here we go. We have a Halloween collection. So that's it. I'm going to now, I'm going to add in the video now of the floss collections that we have to offer for these sets. Once again, a reminder, what's in the shop is what we have. The majority of those are one-of-a-kind flosses. So 70 packs total for each set, and then they're gone. I'm hoping that 1 or 2 of the flosses from there Carrie will be able to recreate, and they will become part of the collection, but the majority of them will just be one of a kind. So, you want to see my partner today? Snoring away down there? Always by my side. 99.9% of the time. That is it for me. So I'll pop in for face-to-face. The rest will be looking down at the table at the floss. So I will preemptively say goodbye. I'll pop that clip in, and then that'll be it for me today. Have a wonderful weekend. Find some time to enjoy yourself with your stitching, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Hannah's going to help me tell you about our newest floss packs that we are releasing for Halloween. Our set of 6 with all of the beautiful blues here. This is the set of floss that Carrie dyed to match our newest Halloween fabric that the bags are now listed in the shop. So, hey Hannah.
Hello, Caroline.
Why don't you tell me the names of these working from this side over?
Well, to start, I will tell you on the website it's listed as a fabulous Halloween. Is the name of the whole set.
Very nice.
So we have on this side, we have Partly Cloudy, and then we have Gargoyle, Scarecrow, Ghosted, Scary Berry, and Batty.
Ooh, love that. So as you can see, the format that this floss is in right now, this is in our largest hank form. We don't sell the floss like this. Each one of these hanks has approximately 70 cards of floss that we wind down, and this is how it comes in dyed form. And when we recard it, of course, the variegation is redistributed throughout the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a photo of a couple of cards of this particular hank after we've carded it, and I'll insert that photo right on top here so that you can see the difference, what it looks like when it comes right out of the dye pot versus what it looks like carded up. And over here we have our set of 4. What's the name of this set?
This is the Creepin' It Real set.
Creepin' It Real. That's good. All right.
So we have actually...
Oh, do we need to switch them around?
We're going to switch these 2 around, or else the names don't work. So this one is Frank.
Yes.
This is Anne Stein. This is Mystery Potion.
Okay. Oh,
and this is Electric.
Electric. Beautiful. Now these 2 have some really fun speckles in them. Very intentional speckling. The Electric has a little less, but what a fun floss. And together, I think that's a fantastic Halloween set. All right, so let's do some winding, and we'll show you what a couple of these look like once they're on the cards.